Glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The light blue and white of Kenan Stadium. Players of past years have been so strong there, trying to rebuild that school spirit in Chapel Hill. 50,000 strong at Kenan Stadium hope to get this season off to a great start. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Tar Heels will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles offense will have the first crack at it in this one. There's the dangerous Deuce Robinson. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Blitnikoff awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Still on his feet at the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And the Seminoles go rolling down the field. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. A little screen to the running back. Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Sands. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. The Noles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
He's definitely going to want that one back. Man, they put a nice drive together. That's the opening drive you want. Start driving the football down the field, having success, and then you just get just a bit aggressive, a little bit greedy, making the throw, forcing it into coverage, and throwing the interception.
He'll try the left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ship. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Running behind that left side. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Edwards. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
The run inside. It's Singleton. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Oftentimes, you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid... on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Handoff from the gun. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. On target. Touchdown, Florida State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. The option, the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Caught in the backfield, it's Thurman. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Fighting off the defender. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Let's see what he can do with it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback keeps it. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and short now from their own 48. Looks as if he's going to run it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. With the catch, it's Riles. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Bring in the heat. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the
Got it! Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route.
Makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. North Carolina will call it second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. This is a really big play for both teams. Fourth and goal from the 2. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right on the money. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you can't.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Here comes the heat. Looking for a big gain. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds a crease at the 20. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Terrapins eyeing a 2nd win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Chapel Hill. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ollie, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the Tar Heels head coach at the half, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Thanks, Holly. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Hand off from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Off the RPO, complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Pressure coming, and here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Here's the handoff. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To throw, it's Daniels. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thurman. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Fires quickly. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? back open in the middle. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Running inside. It's Hall. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Immediately fires to the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down. We'll open up the final period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job.
They've got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Back to pass on second down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Made the grab and's got plenty for the first down, but we do have a man slow to get up. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Thurman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to go right back downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. Fires on the move. The short hands, it's Ship. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Just keeps slinging it. Gets it to him on the screen. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They want to throw it. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Edwards. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Plucks it out of the air. North Carolina will call its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Snags it, and there's headed to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! Into the end zone for 6.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the North Carolina sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pocket breaking down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute.